Chunky is here. Oh, and he's not the only one who's here. Stupid earthquakes. Oh, if only Tiny was already able to take care of that guy. But in my order, that is not the case. Hello everyone, Treecks here. And welcome back to Donkey Kong 64. Like I was just saying, Tiny, she still needs to do a couple of things. But for now, that is not going to be an option. First, Chunky needs to do some business. And Chunky is who we will be starting with today. After getting his new move and first golden banana for him, it is time to continue with him here in the cabin area. We've all seen multiple times that first of all you always get fall damage the moment you jump from that ledge. But also that there's also a triangle pad here in the cabin area. So even for Chunky, there is going to be a golden banana to obtain here. And be careful. Make sure to have obtained Chunky's move before going in here. It is indeed already going to be required right over here as well. Not just the first golden banana that we got, but we also need it here. This one is actually quite difficult in all honesty. This is going to be a stealth mission. There's lamps going around here, and the moment they see you, Crosshair is not going to waste any time to immediately shoot you to death. And that's going to be the thing here. We need to hit these switches. Same targets that Tiny also needed to hit at some point in the igloo. But Chunky also needs to do a mission with them while making sure not to be seen. Oh. That's what I was not supposed to do. Yeah, I usually die a lot here. Remember a long time ago when I actually talked about Crosshair and Angry Aztec, how he was going to be a thing in World 6. This is indeed what I was thinking of back then. I always get seen quite a lot here. But I'll just keep trying, eventually I'll get it. It might actually be right now. After getting all of the bullseye plates, the Chunky pad will appear. Because it's pretty obvious the lamp in the middle is not moving, it is not possible to actually get towards the bonus barrel unless we are invisible. Still doesn't really add up to me because we are not really invisible.
Welcome to bonus.
You're still able to see our clothes and everything, so... But hey, that is how it works. If it weren't for the clothes, we wouldn't be able to see where we're walking, so... I'm pretty sure it's more of a practical gaming thing than it actually being realistic. Who would expect a rare game to be realistic? Come on, we're shooting crocodiles with the watermelon. What are we doing? And we need to hit 8 of them. It's quite a lot in all honesty. But usually this is another bonus that rarely gives me any trouble, so... I'd be surprised if I'm not able to make this one. I cannot remember ever needing a second try on this bonus. Yeah, nice one. Final couple of hits are going well. Plenty of time for the final one. Well done. Second golden banana for Chunky Kong. I really like seeing your face, Chunky. Or maybe not. Yeah, we could do this in a fancy way, but I've already died twice to Crosshair, so... Let's make sure it does not happen another time. Checking my list. Our next goal is going to be at the castle area. There's going to be a giant rock that Chunky needs to work with. So let's get ourselves there. It's going to be quite a walk in all honesty. Need to go to warp pad number 2. So we can at least get back to the central part of the cave near the beginning. Next, we need to go across the river again. Warp pad number 1 is going to be useless to us. It's going to put us way too far. The igloo area we're not going to go to quite yet. Here's our favorite way to cross the river. because of the ledge on the northern edge being a bit lower. That's the whole reason why I'm always crossing over here. Now we need to get up these ledges. Only once, we don't have to go across the border of the layer, because that will actually bring us the funky sledge. And there we don't have to go with Chunky. Here we want to go. Here's a rock. The splat is not going to be chunky, of course. That one is on the igloo. We've met that guy multiple times already. But we do have this over here. Including a switch where we need to put this rock. And this does not count, apparently. Let's try that again. Oh, what? Game, I did not put the rock on the switch yet. Why are you already opening up that dome? That didn't really add up. However, in the end, it did open up the dome. That one's going to be in the cave near Cranky's. It's been quite a long time ago to remember Donkey Kong actually going in there for a wee moment in order to obtain himself a banana balloon. And that is indeed the cave we need to go to. I did talk about Chunky having the rest of the things to do there. And I think now that time has come. Oh, I went too far. It's over there, of course. I should stop talking. It distracts me way too much. I no longer know where I'm going once I do. But this is where we need to go. Now that the dome is finally gone, Chunky can actually move this rock. But of course, as you can see, this is quite a big rock. Normal Chunky's this time around not good enough. It's time for us to grow in size again. Grab. Oh, there's also a banana bunch, thank you. And let's put it down. This time actually doing it correctly. And that will open up one of the two domes at the igloo area. In this case, giving a golden banana. And my head's stuck in the rock. Nice. Chunky is not allowed to show his face today. First he turns invisible, and then he gets his head stuck in a rock. As long as we're not able to see your ugly face, Chunky. Igloo area should be around the corner over here. You can immediately also obtain the golden banana in the igloo, of course. Chunky also has one. It's by far the most fun one to do, actually, so looking forward to that one. First you. I could kill you with my instrument, but that might actually despawn the blueprint if I try to do it like that, so I think this is a safer bet. But anyway, this first. Golden banana number 3 for Chunky. And it also opens up the monkey port for Tiny in order to go to the quote-unquote sub-boss of this area. But don't mind me if I actually return to that later. First, you. Need to finish off Chunky before we are allowed to actually switch back to other Kongs. In this case, extra perfect, because that way we actually have to deal with the earthquakes all the way up to the end of the stage. Look what we have here. It's the rabbit character from the race that we did not do yet in the Fungi Forest. And this is what we need to do. We need to make sure he actually stays safe by protecting his TNT barrel that is very conveniently placed in the middle. And all of these fire-type enemies that try to approach it in order to blow it up. Which is weird in all honesty, because the fuse is already lit, so I'm not sure what exactly is going on here, but for some reason this is always very funny to do. Gee, thanks Chunky. Don't worry about me now. I've got things well under control. Yeah, especially now that the fuse is out. Not too sure how that happened, but at least we get a golden banana for it. Only have to do one more igloo mission. That one's going to be for Donkey Kong. That one's going to be a little bit more annoying than this one. It also needs to happen at some point. Also try to fit that in today's episode, of course. We still have 10 more minutes. And this banana balloon did not take me 10 minutes to get, so... We obtain golden banana number 160. And also immediately the final one for Chunky. However, we're still not done with him quite yet. We still need to obtain the final couple of green bananas, of course. One of them is going to be in the hidden area. For that we need banana port number 3. Open that one up with Tiny, because she was the only one to actually get in that cave. And then activate the banana port for Chunky later on. Let's get all of his things in here. And now. Ready, aim, fire. Wrong button. Oops. This one I need. 87. Perfect. That leaves only 13 bananas to get at Snite's HQ. Every single Kong actually has his blueprint already, so let's actually go there immediately. No, wait, that's not true. I still need to pick up Diddy's. That one's going to be at the cave where banana port 4 goes, but might as well finish off Chunky first. Here are his final bananas. 3 loose ones and 1 banana balloon. For 100. Let's recharge, because we are running low on that as well. And let's go start turning in blueprints. At least the ones we have. Usually the easiest way to obtain golden bananas in this game. You simply have to walk into Snite's. Use the tag barrel that's always right beside Snite. Change to a different Kong. And in a matter of minutes, you can obtain 3, 4 or 5 golden bananas. Without really having to do anything. 161. Now let's return to Tiny. Also still need to return into the stage with her. This is not going to be her finale. Applies to pretty much every single Kong except for Lanky. Diddy Kong still needs to go in that cave he couldn't enter. Donkey Kong still needs to do the igloo area. And Tiny still needs to do her final part with the monkey port. The one that actually leads to the room where the giant club enemy is. It's responsible for all of the earthquakes. There's still a lot of loose ends in this stage. There's going to be a lot less, luckily, in Creepy Castle. That stage is a lot more linear compared to how the Kongs actually work there. That's also mostly because you have all of the moves already the moment you go to that world, so... But in that sense I like the 7th world a lot more than the 6th world. It's not as bad as Gloomy Galleon, but... yeah, it's no secret that Crystal Caves is also not one of my favorite worlds to play. I still think Frantic Factory, also Fungi Forest a bit, and Creepy Castle especially, those are examples of the better stages in Donkey Kong 64. Oh yeah, of course, Lanky also had his blueprint from the overworld still on him. So he gets 2 at once. 164. And then there's only 1 Kong left we can actually turn into. It's going to be Donkey Kong, because Diddy Kong, as much as I like you, Diddy, we still need to go into a special cave with you, so... We'll be returning to Warpath 4 the moment we get the ability. First, Donkey Kong needs to turn in his blueprint. And we're done here for now. We can start working on all of the loose ends. Click. Interesting how this cutscene actually combines multiple of Snite's previous contraptions. Both the hand on the zipline and the hammer we have seen in earlier cutscenes as well. Yeah, we have Donkey Kong out, might as well start off with his stuff. Let's make our way towards the igloo area. Opened up by Diddy Kong, and therefore Donkey Kong was not able to go in there yet. It's a pretty silly and annoying mission we need to do there, but it needs to happen. Not one of my favorites to do. Of course, this guy also has a music pad around here. Bongos. And this one. Let's go. Yeah, this time around we don't get the blueprint jingle that we already have by this point. Okay, here it is. Also make sure to take care of the final couple of bananas that are in here. And now for the icy hell. As you can see, we have an ice maze. Touching the walls is going to hurt you. I'm pretty sure it's not going to kill you instantly, but it will hurt you. We need to... Oh, walking into an enemy's club will also hurt you, by the way. Yeah, like I said, we need to make our way across this maze, but the reason why it's so annoying is because it starts moving the moment you go in it. Making it super complex to actually go through here. And getting hit will actually cost you an entire melon. Yeah, this is pretty annoying to do. After Chunky being my favorite mission to do in the igloo, we now have to do my least favorite one. Oh yeah, to make it extra annoying, there's also bananas in here, which you need to obtain. Need to get up to 90. Yeah, because the final one's going to be a balloon floating up here. That's what you can already see. Ow! Come on, invisibility frames. Thank you. Man, need only one more golden banana in this stage, and that one's going to be Diddy's blueprint. First you, Donkey Kong is done. I'm not going to bother actually going out of here the regular way. Let's just kill myself. And actually call it a day in here. That was the final regular mission in this stage. Only one more thing to do, and that's actually picking up a splat. So let's make our way back to warpath number 4. Diddy did activate the first one a long time ago. But the second half of it needed to be activated by Tiny, so thank you for the good work. Let's get started with you right away, because you only have to pick up a couple of bananas. You already have the rest. It's time for us to make our way towards the big boss that's responsible for all of these earthquakes. For some reason, even though he is annoying, I'm the first one to admit that, but it somehow always feels right actually taking him on as late as possible in this stage. This final monkey port that we couldn't reach yet before Chunky had his turn is actually going to bring us to him. And what is most important about this place is the fact that the final couple of banana bunches are here. He's actually not required to beat for a golden banana, which I still think is strange, in all honesty. You would expect an important character like him in this stage to actually yield a bigger reward than just he is gone and the earthquakes are going to be gone. But yeah, in all honesty, as you can see, this place is only meant for obtaining 20 bananas and nothing more. But in the end, still required, of course. Let's return. And for that, we actually need to use the monkey port. Don't try to actually jump off the ledge here. This area is actually not on a higher altitude compared to the rest of the stage. It's a different room. Even though you may think that you're high up in the cave right now, but you're officially not, for some reason. But anyway, let's go switch to Diddy. Find ourselves another rocket barrel. And finish off this stage. I think we can still do that in this episode. So next time we can get started with the boss of this stage. Really finish it off. Also not going to be a first. I can remember actually doing that in multiple stages. Gloomy Galleon, I can also remember it's actually ending off like that. We're finishing off an episode by completing all of the regular stuff in the stage. And then in the next episode getting started with the boss stage. Also interesting. Let's see what the quickest way is to get to a rocket barrel. I think the one near Cranky's is going to be the easiest to obtain. Could actually try to jump towards the pillar containing warpath number 4, but I'm pretty sure that's a jump that's way too difficult to make, so I'll do it with a bit more security. Here you are. approach this carefully. It's not a very big landing platform after all, so... Here we go. 5 bananas from the bunch. And the final 5 are going to be on the outer edge here. Let's grab those first. Give you a couple of hits in the meantime. So the moment we've obtained banana number 100, we can easily and quickly take care of you. That was Crystal Caves. Let's quickly still turn in the blueprint. Officially we don't have to, we can also wait till the next nights in Creepy Castle, but I think it always feels more complete to have as many golden bananas as you can before leaving the stage, and therefore turning in every single blueprint that you have. Even though for some reason I never do it in the overworld. Come on. You would think you were actually able to climb up there, but apparently not. Snide, I have returned. One Kong was missing your blueprint, but I've got it now. For the true finale of Crystal Caves, we are going to have to wait until next episode. Just like every single world so far, this one is also going to have a trough and scoff, and therefore a boss in order to defeat and obtain the key. Next time, we are going to find out who we're going to face. Is it going to be another new guy? Or is it just like in Fungi 4, it's going to be a repeat again? You're just going to have to wait and see. Also, which Kong is going to face him, we'll be finding out next time. The moment we go to him, we will at least have 167 golden bananas. Well over 3/4 of the way done. This game is approaching its end, with the final couple of worlds coming up. See you folks in the next episode, where we will start off by getting key number 6 for K. Lumsey's cage. Treecks out! See you folks in the next episode.